23 years. I didn't visit my mother for 23 years. Not once. Not on her birthdays. Not when she turned 70. Not when she fell and broke her wrist. Not when she was diagnosed with memory loss. 23 years. And when I finally walked into her hospital room, she looked at me for a long time and said, "Is that the man who left?" Not my name, not my son, just the man who left. And I wish I could tell you she was confused, but she wasn't. The last time I had seen her before that was in a hospital hallway too. Different hallway, different lighting, same smell. My father had just died. The doctor said it softly, like they always do. "I'm sorry." My mother collapsed into the chair. She was shaking, crying, reaching for something. For me. And I stood there, still, dry-eyed, controlled, because that's what strength looked like in my house growing up. And she looked at me through tears and said, "You're just like him." 3 words. That's all it took. My father wasn't violent. He didn't scream much. He didn't throw things. He just didn't know how to touch anyone emotionally. He corrected posture at dinner. He corrected tone. He corrected weakness. And if you cried, he would look at you like you'd failed some invisible test. I spent my entire childhood trying not to become him. My mother used to whisper in the kitchen when he wasn't around, "You're softer than he is. You feel more. You're not like him." I believed her. I needed to believe her. Because if I was like him, then what was the point of trying? So when she said that sentence in the hallway, "You're just like him," it felt like betrayal. Not because it was cruel, but because it erased everything I thought I was. I didn't ask what she meant. I didn't argue. I didn't even defend myself. I just walked out. And that was the last time I saw her for 23 years. At first, it felt justified. You tell yourself stories. She crossed a line. She doesn't understand me. I deserve distance. Distance sounds mature. It sounds thoughtful. It sounds like boundaries. But sometimes distance is just pride wearing a better outfit. She called during the first Christmas. I didn't answer. She sent a birthday card. I didn't open it. The second year, she left a voicemail. I deleted it without listening. By year 5, it wasn't anger anymore. It was habit. And habits are harder to break than emotions. I got married when I was 32. Laura was patient in a way that made me uncomfortable. She didn't let things go. On our 3rd anniversary, she asked me casually, "When was the last time you talked to your mom?" I said, "It's complicated." She didn't buy it. "Is it complicated?" she asked. "Or is it pride?" I hated that question, because deep down, I knew. When my son was born, I made a silent promise. I will not be my father. I will not be distant. I will not shut down. I will not make my child feel small. And for a while, I believed I was succeeding. Until one evening when my son fell off his bike and scraped his knee. He tried not to cry. He was holding it in, and instead of kneeling down and holding him, I said, "Stop crying. It won't fix anything." The words came out sharp, automatic, familiar, and my wife looked at me like I had just turned into someone else. "Do you hear yourself?" she asked. And I did. I sounded exactly like my father. That night, I locked myself in the bathroom and stared at the mirror. I tried to remember what my mother meant that night in the hospital hallway. Maybe she wasn't accusing me of being cold. Maybe she was afraid I would become unreachable. Maybe she saw me shutting down in real time. And instead of asking what she meant, I made her the villain in my story. It's easier that way. If someone hurts you, you get to leave clean. If someone misunderstands you, you get to be righteous. But if someone is right about you, that's harder. I almost called her that night. I picked up the phone, scrolled to her number. My thumb hovered over call. And then I thought, what if she answers? What if she doesn't? What if she sounds old? What if she sounds angry? What if she sounds relieved? Every scenario felt unbearable. So I put the phone down, and another year passed. I knew she was aging. I wasn't stupid. I saw her handwriting getting shakier on envelopes I never opened. I heard through relatives that she had fallen once, that she had trouble remembering things. But I told myself she had neighbors, friends, church, support. I convinced myself she was fine, because if she wasn't fine, then I wasn't fine either. The hospital called on a Thursday afternoon. "Are you Daniel Morris?" "Yes." "This is Mercy Regional. Your mother has been admitted after a fall. There are complications." My chest tightened. "Is she going to be okay?" There was a pause. "She's asking for you." That sentence felt heavier than the diagnosis. She's asking for you. After 23 years, she was still asking. I almost didn't go. I told Laura I had deadlines, meetings, responsibilities. She looked at me carefully and said, "If you don't go now, this won't be about what she said 23 years ago. It'll be about who you are today." That sentence landed. Because this time, leaving wouldn't be reaction. It would be choice. The drive felt longer than it should have. The closer I got to the hospital, the younger I felt. 24 again. Stubborn, certain. I wasn't certain anymore. I was scared. Scared she would be angry. Scared she would forgive me. Scared she wouldn't recognize me. When I walked into the room and she said, "Is that the man who left?" I felt something collapse inside me. Because abandonment is not misunderstanding. It's not miscommunication. It's not complicated. It's choice. And I had chosen. She was smaller than I remembered. Her hands looked fragile, her voice softer, but her eyes were clear that day, painfully clear. "You left," she said. "Yes." She didn't ask why. She didn't cry. She just looked tired. And that hurt more than anger would have. The doctor later told me she had been diagnosed with early dementia 2 years earlier, and that as her memory started fading, one memory stayed strong. The day I walked away. She couldn't always remember what we fought about, but she remembered the feeling of me leaving, and somehow, that detail survived the fog. I started visiting every day, not out of heroism, out of panic, because I realized time was no longer abstract. It was limited, measured in test results and blood pressure readings. One afternoon, she was lucid, fully there. She looked at me and said, "I didn't mean you were like him in the way you think." I swallowed. "What did you mean?" "You were shutting down," she said, "just like you used to. I was afraid you'd never let anyone in." I felt my throat tighten. "I was crying," I said. "Inside." She closed her eyes. "I know. I just didn't see it." 23 years for that clarification. "Did you forgive me?" she asked quietly. I hesitated. "I don't know," I said honestly. She nodded. "I forgave you a long time ago." That sentence broke something in me. Because forgiveness meant she had accepted I might never come back. She had moved on emotionally, even if she kept waiting physically. A nurse told me later that my mother used to talk about me almost every day. That she told them I was busy. That she defended me when people implied I didn't care. She protected my image, while I protected my pride. Her last clear words to me were simple. Don't let silence win again. 2 days later, she passed in her sleep. No dramatic goodbye, no movie speech. Just quiet. The same kind of quiet that had defined so much of our relationship. At the funeral, people told me she loved me deeply, that she believed I would come back, that she never stopped hoping. I stood there feeling something I hadn't expected. Not just grief, responsibility. Because silence isn't inherited through blood. It's inherited through behavior. And I had almost passed it down to my son. That night, I sat at my kitchen table long after everyone was asleep. I wrote a letter, not to her, to my son. I was wrong about what strength looks like, I wrote. It isn't silence. It's staying. The tragedy wasn't what she said. It was how long I used it as an excuse. And the hardest truth I carry now is this. She waited for 23 years. And I chose not to show up.